I am currently 46. When I turned 30, I got absolutely slammed with chronic fatigue. Turned out that I also had fibromyalgia, Lyme disease, all sorts of gut issues going on, excess parasites and fungus going on through the gut, slowing my energy down and taking my life away from me. And that took everything. I mean, I lost my house, my business, my car, all of my stuff, most of my friends, my social life, my ability to go out and enjoy life. Wasn't able to have romantic relationships because there was just no time or energy to even go out and meet people, let alone having to go to bed at 7:30 each night really limits the time you can go and spend with somebody. So I have been buying my health back with time, money, energy, effort for a very long time now. And in the last year especially, I have been able to get back to a pretty damn good quality of life. And I just want to share with you some of those things that have made a huge difference to my life. So I started my business. I was running a fitness boot camp, which I started from scratch in an area that I'd never lived in. And I went absolutely hard as I possibly could to build it up and turn it into something special, turn it into something that would make me enough money, give me the quality of life to be able to enjoy life in the way that I wanted to. And it was a lot of work, but it turned out to be a great success. Sad part was 6 months into it is when I got slammed with chronic fatigue. I could not get out of bed, and it was basically 2 weeks in bed going, what the hell is going on? Going to bed one day and feeling like, I'll be fine again the next day. And it's just absolutely not. You're just as bad, if not worse. And you have no idea why or what's going on. So that was my new reality. And I had to absolutely hustle to be able to try and rebalance my life, find out what was going on, fix my diet, fix my lifestyle, fix whatever was holding me back. At the same time, I'm still trying to keep this business not just running, but growing so I can actually afford to have some sort of a life. Didn't know that it was going to last anywhere near as long, and yet it did. And during that time, I just kept cruising along my way, trying to improve things little bit by little bit until things got a little bit better. There was a certain point in there, somewhere around 2014, I think it was, which was probably 4 years after I got sick, where I decided, all right, I'm going all in on my health, no matter the cost. And that meant sacrificing my business and my business growth in the process. And that was not the easiest thing because I'd built something pretty special. It was very well known in the community. It was definitely the best boot camp in Perth. It was big. We had no facility, but we would work out at parks, schools, etc. We'd be able to run year round, and it was like a big party for people to come and train at. And I loved it until the point that I couldn't keep it up anymore. That success, that great thing that I had built just became a burden on my system, and I had to let it go. So I sold it off to one of my coaches who had worked really, really hard, and I sold it to her for a really cheap price so she could be looked after, because she looked after me for so long, and that was great. But that was a choice that I had made. I had to choose my health over everything else. And sometimes that's the way it is. Sometimes that's just what you need to do. Since then, I've spent $250,000 buying my health back. It could well be far more than that. That just ends up being a rough estimate based on what I've worked in, and lost somewhere between $1 and $3 million in lost income, investments, and I'm talking very, very, that's on the low end of everything. That's the last thing that I want to happen to you, is to lose your health and lose it all. And that's why this is so serious. It's such a personal message to me, because this is what happened to me, and this is what I've seen happen all around me. And it's happening more and more often. So I've chosen to constantly try and get a little bit better each day at everything, no matter what it is. If I can try and get 1% better, that 1% compounds. So by the end of a year, you're not 365% better. You are whatever the compounded number of that is, because 1% added on each day keeps multiplying higher and higher. And that means you continue to improve. If you can improve, that's your health improving. That is your mental health improving, your attitude improving. It could be an improvement to your business. It could be an improvement to something in your lifestyle. It could be improvement to your joy, your happiness, your relationships, any of these things. And all of these things impact your health in the same way. They are all interrelated. You can't just go, all right, well, physical health is everything and I just have to focus on that and I'm going to get it back. That's not how it works. You need to be able to look at your finances, your social life, your communication skills, your job, your career, mission, your mental and emotional health. There are so many individual things that all add up to your overall health or add to your stress load, and unless they are addressed and dealt with fully, you will carry them around with you like a heavy backpack, weighing you down, taking your energy and adding onto your stress load. Even worse, if you don't deal with these things, you will collect more and more of them over time, and that backpack gets heavier and heavier and heavier, and your life gets more and more difficult. So the question is, do you want a heavy backpack or do you want a light backpack? Do you want to lighten the load and make your life a whole lot easier, happier, more joyful, more fulfilling? Or are you going to settle for the status quo and, oh, well, I'm just getting older and that's just how it goes? I think not. Go and choose the life that you want to live. And by making a very small sacrifice, you get so much back in return. What do you get back in return? Well, some of the things that I've found are my social life is better than I could ever have imagined. I have more friends than I expected, more invitations to different events than I can keep up with. I can't get to everything. There is always something on. There is always people to spend time with. I feel like I am not only included but wanted to be around. I am finding that I am very much accepted for who I am. Right now I'm the weirdo in the park walking around filming himself in public, and all of my friends know about it and they don't care. It's like, yeah, you know, you're off doing your thing, you're doing whatever you want to do, and that's great. That's how it should be. That's how your friends should see you. So it's nice to be made to feel that way, because a lot of the time we think, oh yeah, people should treat me like that, and they don't. I've noticed that I am happier now than I have ever been. Despite everything that's happened to me, I would not change any of that, because it's turned me into the person that I am now. I can be happy with a lot and I can be happy with nothing. I am happy going for a walk in the park like this, and even if this was the only thing that I did today, I would be absolutely loving it, because it is a beautiful environment. fresh air, sunshine, we've got blue skies, a very gentle breeze blowing. I can hear the birds in the trees, and I just absolutely love this feeling. It feels very much like a free feeling. I know my purpose because I've gone through all this health stuff, this health drama, crisis, whatever it is. I know how to help people out the other side, and I feel like that is my purpose, being able to help them through some of the things that I've gone through, which is why I'm able to do these videos on a regular basis, and I love doing it. I want to be able to share, I want to be able to give back, I want to be able to help people. It doesn't take that much to just give what you know in order to be able to lift some other people up so that they can go and do what they know and they can lift other people up. And acceptance is something else that I've learned. Acceptance and being present in the now. This is what I've got. This is my life. If this is what it is, how can I enjoy this right now? How can I accept who I am with all my weird quirks, which there are many? How can I accept others more, especially when they'll accept me for all of their quirks? How can I love and appreciate those people that are in my life, despite some of the things that might annoy me or aggravate me about them? Because a lot of those things that we see in others that annoy us or aggravate us are actually just a reflection of ourselves and our needs or characteristics. So I encourage you to buy back your own health, whatever that looks like, by whatever means. Even if you feel like you're doing pretty good right now, and you might be doing pretty good, but there is always the opportunity for better, healthier, more energy, more social, more fulfilled. And it doesn't take that much. If you can change your diet and just upgrade it a little bit, you will be given so much extra energy that you won't believe it. You will be given so much clarity in your thought that brain fog will become a thing of the past. You will see things and opportunities that you weren't able to see before because it'll feel like the fog has been lifted. You will be able to connect with people so much more, and you will feel more connected when you are spending time with these people. You'll feel more accepted. You will feel like you fit in. You'll feel more appreciated in your relationships with family, friends, kids, whatever. And all it takes is just a little bit. So if you are thinking that it's time to change, even if you're not ready yet, I encourage you to go and take my free Instant Vitality Audit, and that'll give you some insight into where you're at right now. If your energy is high, great. If it's not, you're going to find out about it. It's also going to show you a couple of things that you can add into your life in the next few days that'll just make things a little bit easier, take away some of the stress, and add back some energy really quickly. And if you find that's too easy, there's a 14-day energy upgrade you can do for free, and that will give you so much more energy in a couple of days than you could possibly imagine. More energy, less stress, in 10 to 15 minutes a day. And while it may take a little bit of time in the first place, after a while you will notice that you get that time back across your day. You'll get extra time in terms of you will sleep better, you'll have more energy, you'll have less brain fog, you're going to feel so much better that you're going to want to do more, that you're going to be more present for people, you're going to be more present with your partner, your kids, the people at work, and everyone's going to notice a difference. It doesn't take much, it just requires you getting started. So click the link below and join us in the school group. If you've got any questions, you can fire them at me or anyone else in there, and we'll help you along the way, because the more energy you get, the less stress you get, the better your life's going to be, and the better the life of everybody around you. Talk soon.